Hello, welcome to another video. It's your average crafter or folder, whatever you like to call me. So first of all, we need 3 sheets and we're going to split one in half the long way. So this is 8.5 by 11 US printer paper. So let's get the easy part out of the way and grab one of our halves. Zoom in small kind bit and do our first step. So this is modular origami, where yes, I'm going to use tape just so everything gets held together. You can use Elmer's glue as well, or I forget what they call it. I forget what it's called. So next, you're going to split your paper into thirds. I estimate this is about a third. I'll fold it. Oh, way too thick. Probably about here. There you go, perfect. Send here, I estimated third. Doesn't need to be perfect. Has to be kind of close like that. What the hell is this? That's crayon. That does kind of look like poop. What we're gonna do here is just fold it like this. So in this tutorial, there's gonna be things like bunny rabbit, rabbit ear folds. Okay, now we're just gonna fold this down to a third over here. And fold it up and fold it in half. There we go. So this is our grip. So this is not like one of my advanced pistols where everything works on it, but yeah, let's make it, yes, where everything is somewhat perfect. So to make our lower, our trigger guard and our plate where everything just locks in together. So that trigger guard, first of all, we're gonna fold it in half the long way. So just like that. I like to make sure my pieces are sharp and accurate. Alright, next we're gonna make something called a water bomb base. Just easy. So, just like that. So just imagine this is your white side if you're using, I don't know, some people do have origami paper in 8.5 by 11 dimensions for some reason. It is rare to come upon, but it does exist. Flip over. Now you can see everything's bound. So then we're gonna fold our corners to where the end of our diagonal folds are. I'm gonna lower the brightness on this camera a bit, so maybe folds will be a little bit more bold. Yeah, because I'm actually not using really my phone to tell where I'm folding or not. I'm actually using more my phone to tell where I'm folding than the actual. I realize that it doesn't really work much. So we're gonna unfold, flip it back over to the side we started on, and if you see it, your paper should look like this. And because our combination of mountain and valley folds, it makes it easy where you just boop the center. And now everything's somewhat in shape. Now we're just gonna pull our edges down, flatten. Boom, we have a water bomb base just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Goddamn hair keeps on getting me in my eyes. Okay, next, what we're gonna do is just fold this, so it looks like this. And then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this edge almost to the center, and we're gonna leave about a millimeter gap. Same thing on the other side. Just mirror whatever you did on the other side. Reopen. Do not keep these folds folded. Now, what you're gonna do, grab this edge here. Gonna let, that pop out. You're gonna leave now about a 2 millimeter gap on this side. Rotate. And a little bit more in depth. Let's zoom in. It's way too much. And on how I did that is when you do this, you're gonna pull it, keep on pulling, and then when that comes out, push back down. And now that's our center crease. What we're gonna do is leave our little 2 millimeter gap, so it should be about, it is a little off. This one's more of 1 millimeter. This one's more like 2, but whatever. Flip it right back over. And now what we're going to do here is we're going to fold both. So whatever we're doing, we're going to mirror. So then I'm just going to fold it like this. Make sure these, really make sure these are nice and sharp from here on out on this part. Now, fold it down. Make sure everything's aligned with center. No need for gaps. And then, you can just line these up. These perfectly match the center. And just like that. Then it's up to you. So what we're gonna do here is what we call a bunny rabbit ear fold. So that little folds here. So then if you press these two valleys, like we're trying to meet them, our bunny ear rabbit or our rabbit ear fold is going to start forming, where now without creasing it, it looks like a rabbit's ear from the side profile. All we're going to do here is put it to the side just like that. Make sure it's still aligned with the center by doing this. You can see mine is almost perfectly aligned with the center. And then now we're going to fold it upwards. Same to the other side. Push in our valleys. Going to form our little rabbit ear. Now, just like that. Ooh, I didn't get it perfect. Let's retry. Just like that. This time we're going to flatten it. Better. Now we're going to do here now is we're just going to do fold them in half. So this doesn't need to be stay perfectly together, because this part doesn't really matter if it stays perfectly together. And since I'm practically the only light source in this whole house, there's bugs coming, which sucks. That's the cons of filming at night here. Is you get bugs, but whatever. For this one though, for our little bottom one, we're actually gonna do something a little different. With this center crease here, or this, not center crease, but this crease here, we're gonna fold our edge to it. We're doing another rabbit ear fold. Or actually, no. Actually, yeah. Why am I going against my own decisions? So what we're going to do here is a little bunny rabbit fold. And now, we fold this in half. Make our rabbit fold like that, where you should have a right here. We're gonna line it up with that, and then we fold that in half, just like that. Then on our other side, so we are gonna guesstimate. So my trigger guard, I'm gonna go about a little bit more than an inch back. I'll probably go about 1 or 2 inches back. I usually like going 3/4. But this is about our length right here. Just like that. So this one doesn't need to be perfectly centered. So this doesn't need to be perfectly centered. Now next, what we're gonna do is some people call an origami a jet fold, but how are we gonna do it? So first of all, for our assist lines, with this here, we're just gonna faintly, we're not even gonna crease, we're gonna just push it, and it will suggest the paper kinda to go that way. So you're gonna just slightly pushing it. I'm gonna flip over and see our what I like to call suggest creases. Now all we're gonna do is fold this in half, and you see, look our suggest creases suggested to jet fold, which is perfect for us. But for those people who don't have it, and it only goes like this, push it, just push it, and then boom. So okay. Now where should our jet folds be aligned? So our jet fold should start. Okay, let me just do it first before I continue. Okay, where should our jet folds align? Our jet fold should start right where this corner interacts with this. Just like a little corner. And now, for our trigger guard, so for me, I'm gonna go about this length here. What I'm gonna do is open it, then go like this, but you can just fold it. Do a regular fold. And there we go. Then not a lot of length. We can either, so we're just gonna fold this around here. So whatever we have left over here, we're gonna fold it like this. Now, this is where our tape comes in. Hooray to tape. Small piece of tape. What I'm gonna do is just wrap it. See, for some reason my adhesive isn't really doing its job. So what I'm gonna do here is just wrap it. Okay, there's a trigger guard. Now, with our grip that we had earlier, so we're gonna line it up like this. Slightly open these. Now, just go like this, where tuck these two flaps into these gaps. Just push it up until you can't no more. Then fold these in with this edge. Then just like that. We have our little grip here. And next, our slide, which is probably the easiest of them all. Fold it in half. On both sides. We're just gonna fold it where we leave not too big of a gap. You can see our gap isn't too big. do the same to our other side. Make sure everything is being mirrored. Sorry about that. Now, what we're gonna do is fold this again. Now, fold it to that gap, or the edge of the gap. But you can see on the end, our gap is drastically closing. So, keep that gap by pulling your paper back a little bit. Repeat on the same on the other side. Now, all we're gonna do is make sure everything's nice and sharply greased. And then now, I'm gonna fold this back however much you want, where my personal preference is about here. Where I fold about a little bit more than a third of the sheet. Then now, what we're gonna do is fold it in half. So it should look like this so far. Do this crease here. Same do the other. Just mirror. Just like that. Then down the center. I'm gonna open it. Kind of go like this. Just like that. Then tape it or glue it. This, since I don't really have glue on me right now, I tape it. And the type of glue I do have is super glue, which I gotta save for my more serious crafts. Now, we almost have everything. Roll this up into your barrel. Just so I will be asking if you ever view this video, put in the comments origami tutorial suggestions, maybe. Who knows? I'll take your request gladly though. I might not do it, or I might not upload the tutorial in maybe in a week or few after you make that request and I actually acknowledge it. But just remember, I do check my channel every other day to see if anything changes. I do not check every day because I still have school and homework. Okay, and now what we're going to do here, slightly pull this out, bend our tabs here, both layers. Now with this, God darn military helicopter. Yeah, that's annoying. Now we're gonna do is like open this and tuck it under these two. This one you're gonna have to open. Then you want to tape here. Add our barrel, which I think I made a bit too long, so give me a second. Cut about an inch off of it. Retape, reinsert, still. Repeat the process until I have this satisfactory, oh, that went downwards, this satisfactory barrel size. Just put the tape on the bottom, boom. You have your origami paper pistol. Pew, pew. That is for looks. Let's go. See you in the next video. I wish I could have editing so I could go and the camera could cut, but I don't.